Hey, this is 𝗏𝗏 from DM's Montreal Beer Reviews, and you're watching 𝗏𝓻 Beer Reviews.
Whether it's a lager or an ale, whether it's a stout, light, dark, or pale, if you can brew it, 𝗏𝓻 can review it. It's time for 𝗏𝓻's Beer Reviews. He's not quite an amateur, not quite a connoisseur, but regardless of the brewer, he's got taste in beer for sure. You can tell just by his gut, this guy is a bona fide beer nerd. So whether it's a porter or an IPA, whether it's from Europe or the USA, if you can brew it, 𝗏𝓻 can review it. It's time for 𝗏𝓻's Beer Reviews.
Hey, welcome to an episode of 𝗏𝓻's Beer Reviews. Doing a hometown beer today, almost literally. This is Saratoga Lager, and as you can see right here, it says fresh brewed in Saratoga Springs, New York. It's only like a half hour north of me. I had their IPA last summer. I thought it was pretty decent. They're actually brewed, the Saratoga line is brewed by the 𝓑𝓮𝓻𝓭 Brewing Company. You remember about a year ago I went down to Philly and me and the two guys on beer sampled a couple of the 𝓑𝓮𝓻𝓭, like they have these raptor themed beers. But they have, this is the Saratoga Lager. It says, handcrafted with an old world attention to detail and brewed in the grand tradition of the Marzenbiers of Germany. Saratoga Lager is smooth and medium bodied with a rich aroma. German hops and imported Munich malt impart an intriguing balance between its soft bitterness and refreshing sweetness. Now, if you've been watching me for a while, I showed this in like the last 2 or 3 vlogs. I had a 6-pack of this on the Super Bowl, and I drank 3, and my dad drank 2. And that was, what, almost, well, not quite 2 months ago, but getting there. So this beer's been sitting in the fridge for quite a while. So obviously I've already had it, so hopefully this will be kind of a quick review since I already know what I'm going to say. Straight up copper orange color, you know, kind of like an old penny maybe. Got a nice, you know, 2-finger head on there. It's off-white, kind of foamy. Yeah, it's very malty, especially for a lager. You know, it's like almost approaching like kind of like a doppelbock or at least a bock. Yeah, like that real malty sweetness. It's like bready. I guess that probably has a lot to do with the yeast as well. So, anyways, let's dive into Saratoga Lager. Well, I mean, the taste is exactly what the bottle says. I mean, what did it say? Impart an intriguing balance between its soft bitterness, I would agree with that, and refreshing sweetness, and I would agree with that. Fairly malty up front, and like I said, soft bitterness. Like it's a little bit of that typical lager bitterness, but with it's not crisp. It's actually kind of, I don't want to say thick, but it's just, you know, it's a little more medium bodied than you would expect, especially for a lager. Yeah, really tasty. Malty, kind of bready. Maybe a good way to describe it would be like a really watered down doppelbock. I'm actually not really a fan of doppelbocks. They tend to be like a little too close to like, almost like cough syrup to me. I do like a regular bock. For example, you might remember when Henry and I did the Genesee Bock. That was a very effervescent, crisp beer. This is similar to that, but it's a lot softer. I mean, like as you can see, it's not very effervescent at all. It's, you know, it's rather tepid, and it's holding a pretty nice head there. And if I remember correctly, from 2 months ago, my dad and I, both of our glasses had plenty of lacing all the way down. I'm liking this, and I'm kind of giving it, especially considering that I know it's at least 2 months old, and it's also a lager, because, you know, most of us craft beer geeks are more ale drinkers than lager drinkers. The fact that it's as good as it is, you know, maybe it's getting a handicap for me or whatever. I'm giving it a few brownie points or whatever. But, yeah, I'm liking this beer a lot, and I would definitely recommend it. Yeah, so I mean, I've pretty much made up my mind. Like I said, I've already had like 3 others of these, so I already know what to expect, so pardon me if this is kind of a short, abbreviated review. And look, see, I still got that nice lacing there, and I know I'm going to get more as I drink this down. So, I like it. This has been a great session beer. Not sure about the ABV on it, though. The website doesn't say, the bottle doesn't say, Beer Advocate doesn't say, but Rate Beer says it's 6%. I would probably agree with that. I think I might be a little lower, like maybe, you know, closer to 5.5, but, you know, it's not a heavy beer at all. You can just suck this down because it's really smooth. Like, it's not crispy like a lot of Bocks are. I highly doubt there's any adjuncts in this, so it has like a really genuine taste. You know, like the bottle said, soft bitterness and refreshing smoothness, and I would agree with that. Or refreshing sweetness, I'm sorry. It is a little sweet, but it's nothing that you can't handle. So I think it's something that beer geeks and the average Joe six-pack beer drinker would both like. So I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. That makes Saratoga Lager a very good beer, and I would definitely recommend it. Can't remember the price. I think it was about $8 or $9 for a 6-pack, and I think the distribution's fairly limited, probably mostly to New York and the New England areas. Not really sure about that, but yeah, if you want a just nice, easy drinking lager, check out Saratoga Lager. I like it a lot. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.
Somebody brewed it, Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Reviews. Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.